In the early 1900s, Moosa Memorial Hospital in Eunice, Louisiana, was a grim place, its hallways echoing with the quiet desperation of the sick and the dying. But there was one wing of the hospital no one talked about, an old, decrepit section where the walls seemed to hum with the presence of their own. The staff only whispered about it, calling it the Death Wing. The legend began with a patient, a local crawfish farmer who had fallen ill with a mysterious unknown disease. He was admitted to Moosa Memorial Hospital, placed in a room in the old wing, and never seen again. The doctors claimed he passed away quietly, but rumors spread that something much darker had happened. Years later, strange things started happening. Nurses reported seeing a figure standing at the end of the hallway, motionless, watching. Others heard the dragging of feet late at night, but when they checked the halls, they found nothing. One nurse had the most terrifying encounter. On a particularly quiet night, the nurse was making her rounds when she heard a soft moan coming from the old wing. Knowing no one was supposed to be there, she hesitated but decided to check. As she stepped into the dark corridor, she felt a cold draft sweep past her. Suddenly, one of the doors creaked open. Room 21, the room where the crawfish farmer had been. She stepped inside, her breath fogging in the freezing air. She noticed the bed, old and rusted, but something was wrong. The sheets were pulled back as though someone had just gotten out. Then she saw it, a figure in the corner, hunched and shivering. She gasped, backing away, but as she turned to run, the figure stood, revealing a gaunt face with hollow eyes. In a low, guttural voice, it whispered, "Please, somebody help me." She fled the room, never to return to the hospital. From that night on, staff and patients alike would hear moans, see shadowy figures, and feel the chill of unseen hands brushing against them. It was said that the crawfish farmer spirit still wandered the death wing, trapped between life and death, waiting for someone to acknowledge his suffering. And as long as Moosa Memorial Hospital stood, the haunting would never end. After the closure of the hospital, locals said, they still see entities within the windows of the place. Some say they would hear voices walking by there at night. The hospital was demolished in June of 2024,